Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to City Skylines, Green Cities, and the settlement of Greendale. I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day, because I'm certainly excited to be back right here with Greendale, where things are going pretty well. We're currently sitting on near $60,000. We got 2,200 coming in every week. We got 2,700 residents of Greendale, and we have some considerable demand for some residential zoning. So, let's go ahead and do something about that. But first, I would kind of like to go ahead and just purchase a new tile here. So we're going to do that. I'm thinking I might grab this one or this, one of these two. I want one of the ones that's on the water there, but it kind of depends on where I'm going to be. Well, I guess I can buy everything eventually, so we'll go with this one. It's mostly water, but it gives me this little area in here to play with, and I kind of want to do that today. I kind of want to start building down this way a little bit and just do something a bit different. So we're gonna go with an avenue. It's actually the first avenue we'll have in the city as well, which is kind of neat. And my goal is going to be to basically line this coast with the avenue, sort of have it follow the curvature of the beach there. Just have it go around like this, and over, say, like that. And I want to put houses on that. I want to make it all, like, you know, nice and fancy and all that kind of stuff. So we'll have that curve that way a bit, sort of go straight on to there. And that looks like a decent enough curve. Obviously kind of expensive, but it is what it is. We are going to need a way to actually get people, you know, to that road. I haven't really thought of that yet, but we'll figure that out. I do also think it might be time to maybe tear out sort of the center of the city here and turn that into a highway of some description. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of turning that into a highway, but then we need off-ramps and all that stuff, and that could just be a pain in the butt. So I don't know, we'd probably we'd want to sink the highway maybe. I don't know, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. What I'll do for the time being is I'll just bring roads straight off of here. So to there, and to there, and to there, I suppose. And then we can go straight off at this point and have that connect straight to that road. Now the distance between those roads is 20 units. So if I go 20 that way and do that, and then 20 that way, and do that, we can bring this road straight up and connect this one straight over. And bring this road straight up and connect this one straight over. Then we just delete the excess, and we have our roads flowing nicely onto the curved road over there, which I think looks kind of neat. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to go 20 units and straight up. Obviously, I'm kind of wasting some money doing this, but that's fine. We'll make it back. The roads aren't going to cost too much in terms of maintenance, so we should be fine. We'll do that as well. So there we go. We have that all connected around. I'll let money sort of come back in for a bit, but I like this as an idea. I think this could be kind of neat, and what's more is if I really want to, I can sort of do roads straight through there to all of the different corners, which I might very well do. I don't know if that'd be necessary, but I might. We'll think about it. We'll definitely have a think about it. What I would like to do, though, is just, you know, stick with the grid a little bit here, since it kind of makes sense for this area, and could I bring this over? I absolutely could. Okay, let's go one more with the, hold on, that wasn't right. Let me turn off, guidelines. So, 20 like that. I don't know why that road's being weird. That's very strange. That's, that road's acting up like that. There we go. Is that better? Not quite. Is that better? There we go. That's what we want. Doesn't look like any of the other ones are acting up, so we're fine. So actually, let's bring this road all the way over. Which, annoyingly, we can quite clearly see we haven't lined this to the general grid of the map, but I'm sure that's fine. Connect you to there, bulldoze you, and there we go. So we have a bunch of huge roads. I'm feeling like this one down here could absolutely be an avenue with the length that it has there. But maybe this one or one of these two in the middle should be. I'm definitely feeling like one of those needs to be an avenue. And I'm thinking it's going to be this one here. So let me upgrade that to an avenue so that we have at least one major road that'll take us through there. And I think we might want to do that just the whole way into the middle of the city as well. So I'm going to move the parks just a little bit. Actually going to bulldoze this one. And I'll bulldoze that one as well. We'll just pause for a second. So upgrade that entire stretch of road there. And then go back into parks and plazas. And we want to put our park there. And we want that one there. It's not going to work, is it? Okay. Let's just upgrade this whole stretch then. Oh, we can't. Community school's there. So put the community school over there. Then upgrade all of you. Then the park goes back there. And you know what? We'll throw... what can we throw there? Have we got anything in... Well, actually, no. Money's still, you know, dwindling a little bit. So we'll not overdo it. But that right there should give traffic a... You know, a major way straight down through the city, which is kind of what we're going for. So hopefully that'll do some good stuff for us. In the meantime, while we're waiting for money to come back in a little bit, I'm just going to double up on this grid over here. So we want to go to there and straight up like so. And then we want to bring the pipes over. So the pipes can come over like this and connect over to there. And we should be good to throw in a bunch more zoning there. And I don't really think I want to expand industry over into this space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring commercial zoning over to here. And I'm also going to bring commercial zoning over like this. And completely down into that space as well. I'm also thinking it should probably be along the avenue too, just because it can be. So we'll do that. And we'll follow the patterns up here as well. In fact, I might want to go through and just add commercial zoning the whole way along that avenue. Which will cut down on the amount of residential we have, but I kind of like keeping my commercial on major roads and stuff like that. So we'll go with that strategy there. Which is maybe a bit, you know, excess in terms of the amount of commercial we have, but it is what it is. We'll do that kind of thing there as well. And I guess we could probably... Well, actually, I wonder if I can just bring this road straight across. I can't, unfortunately. Well, that's a bit of a shame. But it is what it is. Let's just go ahead and bring this up to there, across, and you up to there. So that'll do the job. We can throw a bit more residential into those two spaces. And that's obviously going to need... Oh, it doesn't need water. That's fine. Actually, what we can do here is get rid of all of that. Bring this up to there, across, bulldoze you, and connect you. Alright, so we'll let all of that build. That's going to bring in a bit more money, which is what we're going for. I'm definitely curious to see how traffic ends up handling this. Should be interesting. I'm also thinking that we're probably going to want to start taking the districts a little bit more seriously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a district off of that avenue completely. And off of these as well. Just like that. Which, to be honest, I feel like that central section really should just be an avenue. Let's see if we can change that up a little. Well, money. Money is a little bit tight, so let's not do it yet. I was going to change it into one of the 6-lane avenues, but we'll wait on that. Just to be safe, we'll wait on that. You know what? Let me go ahead and just remove this entire district here. And let me remove that one as well. And that one. We'll keep Summit Heights in the bottom left. We have the room here to make 4 new districts, so we might as well. Or 3 new districts or whatever. So we'll do over to here. We'll just fix that district first, though. So we'll do like that, then straight up to... Oh, careful. We can neat... Well, clean that up real quick. I need to do this properly. Again, like I said in the first episode, there's a lot of things that those of you that have been watching for a while will be well aware of. To those of you that are new, I'm very particular about how I do my districts, and they always have to be nice and neat. So, there's one, which we can just chop that bit off of. Then district number 2, we need to chop this bit off as well, actually, so bring that straight down. So that's going to be Beach Park, that's fine. This entire area over here is going to be its own district as well. So it's going to go like that, and then straight down. And then we need to fill in the gaps, of course. So that's going to be whatever it is, and that's going to have its own policies and all that kind of stuff as well. And that's basically why I am going for the different districts. Because number 1, I can have an old town policy on all of these, which means that traffic won't go through the district unless it's going to somewhere in the district. And number 2, I can have different kind of specializations per district as well. So not every district necessarily needs to have the local produce thing. They're going to, don't get me wrong. I'm absolutely going to make sure that all my districts have the local produce thing, but you know, it just means I have a little bit more control over where traffic goes and over, you know, which district's fancy and which district isn't fancy and all that kind of stuff. Also, some of these districts have like a lot of things in them. Like these two at the bottom have both industry, well, actually they have industry, residential, and commercial, so a lot of things going on there. But there we go. What we can do is go to Beach Park, go to policies. We haven't got city planning yet, unfortunately, but I will encourage... Can I maybe just, like, encourage some things citywide here? So recycling citywide, smoke detectors citywide. Let's say recycle plastic. What does that do for us again? Recycling centers are more efficient but cost more per week. Let's go for that. That seems like a good idea. High ticket prices might result in less passengers, though. No, we'll not bother with that. I think that's probably fine for the time being. We could go for Parks and Rec boost as well. So those are some citywide policies for the time being. We don't have the Old Town policy yet, unfortunately, but that's just the way it's going to be. We do need to go into here, though, and make sure that all of my commercial premises are set to be all organic and stuff like that. Definitely want to make sure that's a thing. We also seem to be losing a considerable amount of money, which is worrying. I guess I did just distribute smoke detectors everywhere and also lower taxes, technically. Maybe we don't bother with recycling. Is that going to recover? Is that going to let the budget recover? It actually looks like it is. It looks like that was entirely based on recycling. Well, there you go. Recycling is absolutely terrible for your city and costs them way too much money and is totally inefficient. Don't know if that's true. We'll come back to recycling when we have a bit more money coming in. It only knocked us down to minus 1,000, so if we can get up to, you know, wherever we end up when the money levels out, we need to be like 1,000 above that before we do, well, you sort of get the idea. Possibly. You possibly get the idea. Either way, I'd rather be making money than losing money, even if that means that I don't get to do my recycling right now, so... It is what it is. It is what it is. Here's a question. Can I maybe bring these roads straight down? I feel like that's not the worst idea in the world to sort of continue that road straight down and continue this one straight down as well. I realize they're running at a different angle to the roads they're connecting to, but... I think it looks interesting. Same with this road as well. It needs to sort of come straight down like that. I don't know if that is actually correct, though. I guess 82% from there is correct. Yeah. So like that. Like that. Like that. And like that. I think it looks neat. I think it looks kind of neat. We can bring this one straight down as well if we really want to. So yeah, that just gives us this, gives us kind of an interesting set of grids. And yes, I know it's a grid, blah, 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 blah. Ah, you're doing grids again, blah, 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 blah. The video is boring, blah, 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 whatever. Get out of here. Yes, it's a grid, but I will say it is a different angle to the other grid. So, y'all asked for different. There you go. It's about 8 degrees different to this one. All right? That's as different as you're getting. All right, that's what you get. We can continue that straight through as well, which is probably a really good idea. So we'll get that going. Population's up to 3,000, which isn't bad. A lot of these areas have a lot of, like, regrowing to do, unfortunately, but we'll not worry too much about that. Traffic is having a problem getting into the city, which I probably should worry about. But I'm trying to think of different methods to get traffic in here. And part of me's thinking like a roundabout here that branches off, you know, one path takes you in this way, one path takes you straight in, one path takes you over there. But I realized I just said the word roundabout and, you know, half of you are sitting there going, oh, roundabout, that sounds really interesting. And again, the people that have been here for a while are going, oh God, no. So there's a bit of a mixed camp when it comes to roundabouts in my cities. Let's see, is there anything I can do with this? So if we go to traffic, routes, adjust roads, that road, priority road. Is that all I can do? I can't remember if I can change much of the traffic. I feel like I can't. Wait, junctions, yes! Aha! Stop sign. Or not. Traffic lights. Traffic lights. I feel like traffic lights might be a bad idea. I feel like, yeah. Let's not do traffic lights. This needs to change. But we need the money to do it, is the thing. Because we will lose every building along this road. We also need to move the water towers as well. So we have a bit of work to do before we can go all in on this. Also, it seems that we have big demand for residential zoning again. So what I'll do is we'll come in over here and we'll start laying out a few more strips of road so that we can start getting some residential zoning in here. We'll also go for a road there, which is obviously going to overlap with some of the diagonal zoning, but that's fine. That one technically can exist. I feel like that's just a disaster junction waiting to happen, but I'm going to allow it because I think it could be interesting. Potentially. Either way, let's go ahead and I think I'm just going to do... I mean, that's, I guess, technically a major road. I think I'm going to just sort of cap off the commercial there, though. I'll bring more commercial over here, because obviously it's on the avenue. But I'm just going to keep residential in those spaces, and those ones as well. Except for those ones, because, again, they're going to be commercial for whatever reason. Don't know what that reason is, but there you go. Anyway, those guys are going to need some water. So we'll bring the pipes over as we do. Water availability is actually looking pretty decent as well, so shouldn't be too much to complain about. Electricity is pretty good as well, because we've got those wave power plants out there. I am looking forward to getting the other types of power plants, but for the time being, we got those wave ones, so it is what it is. I'm also looking forward to getting high-density buildings, because this area is going to look so much better when we do. It really is going to look so much better once we get those high-density buildings in here. But we'll see, we'll see. I do kind of want to throw in some parks, actually. Now, the slope's too steep there, but I could get a little small playground done here, which might not be the worst idea. We could maybe go for a botanical garden? Oh, we can! Okay. Alright. I'm gonna throw a botanical garden onto that road. No, I'm not. That looks awful. Well, actually, I just paid for it, so yes, I am. As awful as it looks, it's gonna stay. So we can have a path. Oh, that's nice. That's just great looking. Hey, all right. Can I put some like trees around that or something? Because there are new trees. Ooh, a large bush. We got. What are the? Oh, hello. Look at some of these. What are you? Just a different type of flower tree. We'll put some, oh, hello. Yeah, we'll put some trees around this thing. That one's kind of huge. That one's a bit smaller. Let's dot some trees about, make it look all nice and pretty. It is a botanical garden after all. Kind of makes sense that it would look, kind of decent. And maybe I can hide the atrocity that is that, pedestrian path by doing this. I mean, I doubt it, but I can try. Get some nice colorful trees in there. Go for one of those as well. Man, I actually kind of like the new trees. It's nice having, you know, vibrant, colorful trees without needing mods together. Well, I said mods, assets, custom assets. Maybe I should use these bushes to sort of hide that cliff face looking thing as well. And put some smaller bushes down there. Maybe a colorful tree or two in there as well, just to shake things up a little bit. Yeah, that looks like a jungle. That'll do. Alright. I mean, that's not the worst looking thing in the world. What's our next goal, by the way? I've completely forgotten. 5,000 people. And that'll get me... Oh, yeah. Free public transport. Also gets me the new roads and all that stuff. Ooh. Tropical garden. We get the hospital. We get tsunami warnings. We get the geothermal plant. That's what we're going for. That is what we're going for. Real talk, though. We probably need more buses. There's a slightly decent number of people using the buses currently, but I feel like we need more. So what I'll do is I'm going to put a stop. I'm going to double up these stops. We're going to go there. And there. And there. And then we're going to turn left. So we're going to go to there. And there. We're going to come up this road. We're going to go to there. And there. We're going to stop there and there. So the buses can sort of circle around that area a little bit. We probably should expand this way to get another bus line over there, but we're not worried too much about it. Where are the biofuel buses? Apparently they're already on the line. Fair enough. Man, I'm so happy with those. It would be nice if you could set like a default color for the buses. Like go for a green, because biofuel. I think we'll just set them all to green. I'll try and remember to set them to green. But it is what it is. Either way, we are sitting with a decent amount of demand for industry. We are sitting on a decent amount of demand for residential as well. So I think I'll expand the industry since we don't have that much of it. So what we'll do is bring this area down. And we'll just expand it, basically. We'll just see if we can go for... you know, something that's going to be a nice expansion of the industrial zone. So connect all of those up. And connect all of those up. And I would like to connect these two roads here. But I don't see how likely that's going to be. I mean, if I put that down to there and go 1, 2, 3. And go 1, 2, 3. If it wasn't for that pillar, I can bridge across that. So there we go. We can bridge across there, which is kind of interesting looking. Might cause some problems, but we'll see. I feel like there's a lot of industrial traffic that is having some issues getting around, which is possibly something to look into. But again, that'll be fixed when I figure out what way we're going to do the entrance to the city. And unfortunately, I just haven't figured that out yet, so it is what it is. And I realize I keep spending money when I keep saying that I'm going to figure out the entrance to the city. But, well, you know, that's kind of how I play Cities Skylines. It's like, hey, I've got this great idea. Shame I'm never going to get to it because I'm constantly getting distracted by everything else that I want to do. That's literally my way of playing Cities Skylines. So I'll put some houses in there. I'll put some houses in there, I guess. Guess we could probably put some shops at that point. And maybe there as well. We'll not bother doing anything in there. And I feel like I kind of want to put like a big park in here. In like that space there. I feel like that could be interesting to sort of have like a big central park thing going. Actually, what about bring that road straight across and get rid of those roads. Because then what we have is we have this big central space. We can put two parks in there, obviously cut in half by the avenue. But we'll have like pedestrian bridges or something, or tunnels going over it, so we can put like nice things in here, make that all nice. Alternatively, we make one-way roads going around this, so it's like the avenue branches off into the one-way roads. But I don't think, actually, no, we're gonna do that. We'll give that a shot and see what happens. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I'm curious, actually. I'm curious to see, you know, how it might end up going. So, those face that way. The avenue gets bulldozed there. Then technically, that's kind of tricky there, to be honest. That does overcomplicate things, doesn't it? Let's not bother. Let's just not bother. I'll put trees in those roads and they'll be nice. That's what we'll go for. We'll just go for trees and we'll make it nice because I am absolutely overcomplicating things there. Oh wow, those areas built up so quickly. This area is building up quite quickly as well. How's garbage looking? Garbage processing is bad, is what I'm discovering here. So let's, for one, move the recycling center down to there. And for two, double up on the recycling centers and get one there. So those are a little bit further away from everything, a bit further away from the traffic jams, which is probably a very good thing. I do feel like we probably want another one because our status in recycling isn't perfect. So get me another one over there, I suppose, and that'll put our status up quite nicely. And it doesn't look like they're all necessarily heading for exactly the same spot. They're heading for similar locations, but definitely not exactly the same one. Anyway, I think it's time that we try and change out this main road. So the water towers need to go. The power connection needs to go. And these roads need to go. So that's gonna cause some issues, which is to be expected. So all of those go away. And then we need to line up this large avenue just there. So bring it down to at that point and take it straight through. Can't really do it there because that's technically a one-way road, isn't it? So straight through there. We do 6 lanes the whole way up. And to be honest, we can probably get rid of the one-way roads that we have going around the whole thing now. Those are probably not helping either. Although there is probably a... Well, you know what? I'll hold on to the one-way roads and see what happens. Do I have highways? I do have highways. Can I do this? No. Can I do this and this? Not quite. There we go. All right. So that does mess with the way this is ever so slightly. What if I did 4 lanes there? That gives me 2 turning and... No. Alright, well that's not perfect, but it'll do the job. I feel like this road here can actually just go away. To be honest. And then we probably can get rid of the one-way roads. Alright, there we go. That was actually remarkably painless. So, traffic can kind of move. Which is great news. It's moving in, it's doing its thing. We have some demand for some residential zoning, which I'm quite pleased about. But, I don't know. I think we've made a pretty good expansion to the city here. We're gonna fill up all this space. Eventually, we'll fill it up with high-density stuff. You know, because that's gonna make it look a lot better. But I like this. I like where that's going. I think that'll look kind of neat. Especially once all the districts are kind of, you know, done properly with the old time policy and all that stuff. Because that way we know for sure traffic isn't going to be messing around in those districts. Which is absolutely the goal here, so. We got to get that old time policy. But until then, we're just going to have to tolerate traffic doing its thing. Because it's traffic is going to do its thing. It's City Skylines. It's all it ever does. Now, some of you guys don't have power. Why is that? Electricity availability is a bit... Well, that's interesting. So, do you... I guess, do you... Is your electricity gonna... Is that all you generate? Oh wow, electricity availability is getting real bad there. Okay, I guess we could throw in another one of these if we wanted to. We have got the room to do it. You know, get 20 megawatts of power going. I think we'll do it. I think we'll throw this out there. Just to give us a bit of a... That didn't even give us much. And those things are expensive. How much are you going to generate up there? A bit. Let's go for it. So that should give us enough. Yeah, just about. I never realized how expensive it could be to try and run green energy in a city, but there you go. There you go. I learned that today. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for today. So thank you kindly for watching. Greendale is expanding. We got to get up to 5,000 people, but we're getting there. Definitely getting there. We'll get our city planning policies, which makes me very excited indeed. But yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you kindly for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.